Hi, today I'm going to be cooking paella, and I'm going to show you some of the ingredients that I put into my paella. Start with the sofrito, which is tomatoes, white onion, red bell pepper, garlic. I'm also going to add a lot of shellfish and seafood. Chorizo or linguiça today is what I have in my refrigerator. And then I garnish at the end with sliced red bell pepper, asparagus, some lemon, and also fresh peas if you have peas in stock. So I'm going to get started. So I have my paella pan, and I'm just going to add some olive oil to start it, get it nice and hot, and start with my chorizo. Put a nice browning on the chorizo. And then in my other pot, I have chicken stock that is simmering, and I've added a few pinches of saffron, which is a spice that you can pick up. It's from Spain or the Middle East. It has some really nice saffrons, and you can pick that up at a Middle Eastern market. Most of the markets have it nowadays. It's a very popular spice. In Spain, there's lots of different recipes for paella. Some use rabbits, quail, I've seen. You could do a seafood paella, you could do a mixed paella, you could do a chicken paella. So really there's no wrong way to make it. And remember, this is, traditional Spanish peasant food that, they used whatever they had in their kitchen. So the chorizo is browning. I'm going to add the garlic and onion to the pan, the fresh tomatoes, and red bell pepper. Start sweating all of those ingredients. So today we're going to a potluck for a Spanish flamenco dancer, and I'm going to bring this and a nice salad to the party. And as far as the rice, usually paella you use a nice short bomba rice, or if you don't have bomba rice, you can find bomba rice at any of the Spanish markets or online. A lot of gourmet grocery stores carry it. If you can't find bomba rice, you can use a risotto rice. It's a nice short starchy rice that they use for paella, but I've made it with different types of rice before if I didn't have it in my pantry, so you can be creative. And once again, this is just my version for today. I've made it several different recipes. And I'm going to add some pimentón pepper, paprika. It gives it a nice smoky flavor. You can buy this at a lot of the Spanish markets. Even TJ Maxx or Home Goods carry it. A lot of gourmet grocery stores carry it. The Spanish Table is a nice online store that carries it. And there's also paprika that's already in the chorizo. So, and then of course you add your salt and pepper. Not too much salt because your chicken stock already has salt in it. And in the pan, before I put in all of the ingredients, I used a nice olive oil to coat the pan when I warmed it up. But also remember, your chorizo or your linguiça is going to render a little bit of fat. So now I'm going to add the rice. Add more rice. So it's about 2.5 cups of rice for this particular pan. So it's the dry rice, and then just adding it. I'm going to brown it a little bit to release some of the starches. Before I add my chicken stock to it. So the rice is just soaking up all that flavor. So to it, I'm going to start adding the ladles full of the chicken stock infused with the saffron. And I just have one little quart of saffron, chicken stock that I've added to this pot and brought it to a boil and infused my saffron threads right into the stock. Now I'm going to add my seafood. So today I'm adding some shrimp. I'm also adding mussels, calamari, scallops. This is going to be a seafood paella. And this seafood I just got at Costco. They have bags of it. They're prepared, frozen, thawed out. And kind of just arrange it nicely around the dish when they open. It's going to look nice. Okay, so that's going. I have a little extra seafood that I'm going to make another batch of the paella to take. I'm just going to add all that stock on top. And then before I put it in the oven, I'm going to warm up my oven to bake. I'm before I put it in, I'm just going to decorate it with some beautiful slivers of julienne of red bell pepper. Just makes it really pretty. And then I'm going to add my asparagus and put it in the oven, and everything will just, it cooks all together. Okay, so this is just going to go in the oven, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all finished. And you just kind of keep an eye on it. If you feel like it's getting dry, you can add some stock.